everyone, welcome to another Motovlog on my channel. My name is Marshall3498, and today's Motovlog is going to be about my channel normally is, and that is motorcycle topic related. And today's Motovlog topic, what I'd like to talk about is a way to not only get familiar with your motorcycle, but save some cash in the meantime and be able to maybe spring for maybe some parts. If nothing else, a little bit of extra money in your pocket to put gas in the tank to go have some more adventures on, or even whatever you want to spend it on other than that. And that is doing your own maintenance. I've, on my previous career, I was a commercial electrician, so I wouldn't say I'm, a mechanic per se, but I do have some decent basic mechanical knowledge. And even if somebody doesn't have mechanical knowledge, like say they have more of an office job, you can still do your own maintenance. YouTube is a great resource for out there. You can buy what I did. You can buy a factory service manual for your bike, and it will show you some of your periodic maintenance, the more simpler stuff like oil changes and stuff like that. It'll give you step by step. Just research your make and model, put in Google search service manual. That's how I found one. And I found mine online pretty reasonable, about $45. Not too terribly expensive, considering the dealer wants like $150, so that's a pretty good deal in my opinion. But like what I did on this bike, this is essentially my dream bike, or at least the bike that I've wanted for a long time. It is a 2016 Yamaha FJR ES, the electric suspension model. And what I did to this bike not too long ago, actually, just over a weekend, spent maybe a total of, with some little hiccups along the way, that normally happens with small projects, at least in the somewhat simple mechanical stuff, always run into some type of snag. I recently did a radiator drain, not a flush, just drained it, drained the reservoir / overflow bottle, filled it back up. And on this bike, it's somewhat difficult. I had about an hour and a half, probably teardown time, 5-10 minutes getting the fluids drained, not a big huge deal there. But on FJR 1300, at least on my model, the radiator cap is above the very top here where my hand is, underneath the clutch reservoir. It's underneath that, like on the fairing, below that, the up furthest point all the way at the front of the fairing. And I had to completely pull off that and pull off this bottom trim piece right here. My left hand is of the dash that goes all the way around, because that kind of sandwiches the fairing together. Not a big deal, but it is somewhat complicated. Wouldn't necessarily suggest that for your first time. Just maybe stick to oil changes and stuff first. If you have not even a garage, but a driveway and some basic hand tools, doesn't take very much to do simple maintenance. But I did that with the help of, if any of y'all who are watching this who are FJR owners, if you've not already heard of him, which you probably have, he has some excellent how-to videos, not only on his FJR, also the Gen 3 like I'm riding, but on MT-09 that he also does some really excellent maintenance stuff, and other how-to stuff that just really does a fantastic job. I've been watching his channel for like 4 years, and I'm definitely a fan. But like I said, either one of those bikes you have, you can check out his channel. I'll link that in the description below. His channel, if you don't want to click on the link below, is Two Wheel Obsession. Go to the playlist part under how-tos, and you'll find all the maintenance and tutorials of that kind of stuff, and some few other things as well. Chain tension stuff on that particular MT-09, not on this because it's obviously a shaft drive, but I recently changed the oil in this, which is not a big deal, although the previous person that had it before me decided to go gorilla type with some tool that I did not have. So I had to do the lovely screwdriver trick through it. Yay, not fun, but I conquered and I got it off fair, so whatever. So I did that, changed the oil, neither of which on FJR is the big deal. You don't have to pull the fairing off at all. There's one little bolt just to let the oil not get captured in the bottom of the drain. Kind of pry it out a little bit gently as the oil is draining, not a big deal. And then drained and refilled the rear drive thing, which is simple. One drain bolt on the bottom, one fill on the top. When it starts barely coming out the top, you're good. But I mean, all that together, guys, I mean, we're probably talking a savings of, if you include oil changes, all that, the fluids, of course, you know, if you use good oil, it's going to be expensive. I use Mobil 1 full synthetic. I won't get in that debate on which oil to or not to use, but that's just what I've run in my last bike, and that's what I like, so whatever. But it is a motorcycle specific, before you ask, based oil for a wet clutch system, yes. But I did do that. The rear drive thing, I used the Yamalube specific stuff where it says Ford VMAX and FJR 1300s, because I think it just has special additives in it or something like that. But I used Yamacool for the radiator stuff. Not a big deal. You only have to do the radiator flush, at least on my bike. Factory service manual recommends every 2 years. So not a huge deal, but I did it myself. And to do all three things, guys, I'd probably save myself at least, I don't know, $300 at least, maybe 500. And I recently bought a carb sync tool off Amazon. I think it was a little pricey, but not too bad. $135 plus tax and shipping. Because I'm not a Prime member, oh well, whatever. Don't order that much from them to justify it anyway. But I'm going to do the carb sync thing per Brian's channel, and with the help of my factory service manual. Kind of the same thing as a coolant flush, or not flush, but drain and refill. Probably a little bit, time consuming, especially the first time. Hour, maybe hour and a half tops tear down. 5-10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes to use the sync tool and get everything set just perfect, and then reassembly. So not a big deal, but again, even with buying the tool, another say $300-400 saved, and I know it's done exactly right because I can take my time on it in the garage and know it's done correctly. I know it's not just kind of done, like maybe some tech is not going to really take their time on it at the dealer because he's on the book, so to speak, on book time, and if he doesn't, whatever the book pays, that's what he gets paid for, and nothing additional if he loses time on it. So whatever. But I have no problem doing basic maintenance stuff like that. I wouldn't necessarily tackle brakes or something like that, just because that's more of a safety thing that I don't feel comfortable with. But you don't have to do that often. The simple stuff like that, you can save yourself a lot of time, a lot of money, even if you don't have, like I said previously, even if you don't have a lot of mechanical ability, you can always maybe you've got a riding friend you ride with, if he knows how to do it, one afternoon or something like that, or whenever he has time, take your bike over there, buy all your fluids. I'm sure if you have a good riding buddy, he'll be more than happy to help you do so. At least if he doesn't, then maybe he's not that great a riding friend. Makes you think about that, doesn't it? Now that I say it. So, but on that, guys, that's about all I got on today's Motovlog. So if you have any questions, comments down below, I'll be more than happy to answer them in the best of my ability. If you've not already done so, please click subscribe, turn on the bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. Like the video, share it, do all that stuff. Channel is finally broken 400 subscribers. So that's another milestone. Pretty excited about. So on that, guys, have fun, ride safe. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.